Whether you're in your 20s, just beginning your career, or in your 50s, thinking seriously about the next chapter of life, one truth remains the same. Retirement will come, and how you prepare for it will define your future lifestyle. Too often, people treat retirement planning as something distant or optional, a concern for later. But the reality is, retirement isn't just about stopping work. It's about sustaining the life you want when the paycheck stops. It's about financial freedom, peace of mind, and the ability to enjoy your later years without stress or regret. A smart retirement portfolio usually includes growth assets like index funds or real estate, income assets like dividend-paying stocks, REITs, or annuities, safety nets like bonds, cash reserves, or money market funds for emergencies. And here's the good news: it's never too early or too late to start. The strategies may differ depending on your age or career stage, but the goal is the same: to build a retirement plan that works for you, not against you. In this guide, we'll walk you through financially smart ways to plan for retirement, whether you're just starting out, halfway there, or playing catch-up. From compounding investments and tax-advantaged accounts to passive income and lifestyle design, we'll break down practical steps that can help you retire not just comfortably, but confidently. To retire well, you need a strategy, not just a stash. Here's what that includes. 1. Harness the superpower of compound interest. If you're in your 20s or 30s, time is your greatest asset. Investing early means your money has more time to grow. Compound interest allows even small, consistent contributions to snowball into significant wealth over time. When money is placed into long-term investment vehicles like mutual funds, index funds, or retirement accounts, IRAs, 401ks, pensions, it doesn't just sit there. It grows because of a powerful financial force called compounding. Here's how it works. Year 1, you earn a return on your investment, let's say 7%. Year 2, instead of just earning returns on your original amount, you now earn returns on both the original money and the interest returns you earned in year 1. Year 3 and beyond, the cycle repeats. Each year your money earns more because both your principal, original investment, and your past gains are working for you. Over time, this snowball effect becomes massive. The longer your money stays invested, the bigger the snowball grows. Imagine two friends, Sarah and David, both age 25. Sarah decides to invest $10,000 into an index fund that earns 7% annually. She leaves it alone. David says, "I'll start later when I have more money," and doesn't invest at all. Fast forward 40 years. Sarah's $10,000 has grown into about $150,000 thanks to compounding. David still has $0 because he never started. Now, here's the twist. If Sarah had added just $100 a month into that same investment, by the time she turned 65, she'd have over $500,000, all from small, consistent contributions fueled by compounding. This is why millionaires treat money like seeds. You plant it in the right soil, long-term investments, give it time, and let compounding turn it into a forest. 2. Don't skip employer-sponsored retirement plans. Many workers don't have to build retirement alone. In employer-sponsored plans, traditional pensions and contribution plans like 401ks, workplace IRAs, or Provident schemes, your employer puts money in alongside you. That extra funding, plus tax advantages and decades of compounding, turns steady contributions into dependable retirement income. Think of retirement income like food security. Everyone needs to eat, but how you get your meals can look very different. This can work in two ways: defined benefit, DB, pension, and defined contribution. 1. Defined benefit, DB, pension. Imagine you've signed up for an all-you-can-eat restaurant membership for life. No matter what happens to food prices, the restaurant promises to serve you 3 meals a day, every day, for the rest of your life. The restaurant, your employer, worries about buying ingredients, cooking, and keeping the kitchen running. You just sit down and eat. The amount you get, steak or salad, depends on the membership rules, maybe how long you've been a member, years of service, or the level of membership you earned, your salary. If food costs skyrocket, or the restaurant struggles to keep enough food in stock, that's the restaurant's problem, not yours. Your plate still arrives on the table. That's how a DB pension works. a guaranteed paycheck not tied to market swings. 2. Defined Contribution (DC) Plan. Now picture this instead. Your employer says, "Here's some money for groceries. We'll even match part of what you put in." You go to the supermarket, buy what you like, and manage your cart. Each week, you and your employer contribute money, contributions into your 401k or IRA. You decide what to buy: rice, fruits, snacks, stocks, bonds, index funds. If food prices rise or you pick bad groceries, you feel it directly. Your pantry might shrink faster than you expected. On the flip side, if you're smart about shopping, diversifying, rebalancing, your pantry stays full, and you can even stretch it further. When you retire, you eat from your pantry. If you want more stability, you can trade part of your groceries for a pre-packed meal subscription, converting some savings into an annuity. That's how a DC plan works. You control the investments, but you also shoulder the risks and rewards. DB pension equals restaurant membership. Predictable meals, no shopping stress, restaurant carries the risk. DC plan, grocery cart. You pick, you plan, your choices matter. Employer chips in some money, but you handle the long-term supply. This is why employer-backed pensions and retirement plans are such reliable wealth engines. They share the funding, professionalize the investing, and convert savings into stable income when paychecks stop. 3. Build passive income streams. One of the biggest mistakes people make when planning for retirement is depending on only one source of income, such as a pension or withdrawals from a savings account. The reality is that expenses don't stop when you retire. And with rising healthcare costs, inflation, and longer life expectancy, relying on a single stream is risky. Smart retirees think like investors, not just savers. They build diversified income streams that keep money flowing in from different directions, ensuring stability, flexibility, and peace of mind. Instead of living solely off withdrawals from retirement accounts, they create assets that work for them. Think of it as building a financial safety net with multiple ropes. If one weakens, the others still hold. The power of passive income. The ultimate goal in retirement is financial freedom without active labor. That's where passive income comes in. Passive income means money keeps coming in, whether you're traveling, spending time with family, or simply sleeping. Smart retirees make sure they have streams of income that don't demand their daily involvement. One of the most popular and reliable sources of passive income is rental property ownership. Whether it's residential homes, apartments, or even commercial real estate, owning property creates a steady stream of rental payments each month. Unlike stocks, where returns can fluctuate with the market, rental income is generally consistent as long as tenants occupy the property. Over time, the property itself also tends to appreciate in value, meaning it serves as both an immediate income generator and a long-term wealth builder. For example, imagine buying a duplex in your 40s and choosing to live in one unit while renting out the other. Not only does this reduce your living expenses during your working years, but by the time you retire, the mortgage could be fully paid off, allowing both units to generate income that can comfortably cover your bills without you needing to dip into your savings. Another dependable stream of passive income comes from dividends earned through stocks or mutual funds. High-quality dividend-paying companies provide shareholders with regular cash payouts, functioning almost like a paycheck in retirement. The best part is that many companies increase their dividend payouts over time, which helps protect you against inflation while also rewarding long-term investors. Unlike selling shares to create income, which reduces your overall investment, dividends allow you to enjoy cash flow while your investments continue to grow in value. This creates the perfect balance of stability and growth, which is why dividend strategies are so popular among retirees who want steady income without sacrificing portfolio growth. Royalties offer yet another unique avenue for passive income, particularly for those who have created intellectual property. This might come from writing a book, producing music, developing software, or even licensing photographs or online courses. The beauty of royalties is that once the initial work is complete, the income continues to flow with minimal ongoing effort. A book written in your 30s could still be earning you income in your 70s if it continues to sell or gets licensed in new formats. Unlike wages that stop when you stop working, royalties extend the reach of your efforts far beyond the original creation, making them a powerful wealth tool for those who can tap into creative or business assets. Lastly, many smart retirees also build passive income streams through business ownership without involving themselves in the daily grind of operations. Instead of running the business hands-on, they invest in models that allow for systems or teams to take over the day-to-day tasks. This could include owning a stake in a franchise, setting up an e-commerce store run largely by automation, or hiring management teams to run their companies. In this setup, the retiree benefits from business profits but avoids the stress and workload of managing employees, operations, or customer service. It's the best of both worlds: the financial rewards of entrepreneurship without the time-consuming responsibility of running a business full-time. Financially smart retirees don't depend on a single source of income. They create multiple, reliable cash flow streams: rental properties, dividends, royalties, and business income, so money continues flowing in long after they stop working. This mindset ensures financial security, flexibility, and true freedom in retirement. 4. Don't just save, invest. When people think about preparing for retirement, the first thing that usually comes to mind is saving money. While saving is important, it gives you a safety cushion and liquidity for emergencies. The hard truth is this: saving alone won't make you financially secure in retirement. One of the biggest challenges with relying solely on savings is the inevitable impact of inflation. Inflation is often called the silent wealth killer because its effects build slowly, almost invisibly, but the damage over time is enormous. If you simply leave cash in a traditional savings account, its purchasing power shrinks every year. For instance, $100,000 saved today may only buy what $60,000 can buy in 20 years. Even with the highest savings account interest rates, those returns rarely keep up with inflation. This means that while your balance may look the same on paper, in reality, your money is quietly losing value year after year. For retirees, this is especially dangerous because their fixed pool of money becomes less and less capable of covering their needs as time goes on. Another major issue is the rising cost of healthcare. As people age, medical expenses often become one of the largest categories of spending, whether it's for prescriptions, regular treatments, or long-term care services. Studies consistently show that healthcare costs increase faster than the general rate of inflation, making them an even bigger threat to a retiree's nest egg. Relying only on a static savings account means that when these bills start piling up, your money could evaporate far quicker than you anticipated. For someone living on savings alone, a single prolonged illness or unexpected medical emergency has the potential to derail years of careful planning. On top of that, lifestyle changes and longer lifespans create another challenge for retirees who depend only on savings. Today, people are living well into their 80s and 90s, meaning retirement can stretch 25 to 30 years or more. That requires a much larger financial cushion than previous generations needed. But it's not just about longevity, it's about quality of life. Most retirees don't want to spend their golden years merely getting by. They want to travel, enjoy hobbies, support their children or grandchildren, or even launch passion projects. A finite savings pool, no matter how large, can feel restrictive because once it's spent, it's gone. Without income-generating assets to supplement it, retirees risk running out of money before their dreams, or even their basic needs, are met. Retirement planning isn't about being aggressive or conservative, it's about balance. You need growth to outpace inflation and secure enough returns, but you also need stability to protect against market downturns. Number 5. Protect your wealth with insurance. One of the most overlooked aspects of retirement planning is protection. Many people focus heavily on saving and investing for retirement, but they forget that unforeseen risks can wipe out years or even decades of careful planning. A single health crisis, a long-term illness, or an unexpected accident can drain savings faster than any lifestyle expense. That's why financially smart retirees make insurance a cornerstone of their retirement strategy, not as an afterthought, but as a protective shield. Healthcare costs are one of the biggest financial threats in retirement, and they only become more pressing as people age. The likelihood of needing surgeries, ongoing prescriptions, or extended hospital stays increases dramatically in the later stages of life. Without adequate health insurance, retirees could be forced to shoulder these costs out of pocket, which may amount to tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Such unexpected expenses can quickly wipe out retirement savings that were meant to last decades. Having comprehensive health coverage, whether through Medicare, supplemental plans, or private insurance, acts as a shield, ensuring that medical emergencies don't derail years of careful planning and financial discipline. Beyond regular health care, there is another looming risk: the need for long-term care. Statistics show that a significant percentage of retirees will eventually require some form of long-term support, whether that's assisted living, in-home caregivers, or nursing home facilities. These services are not fully covered by Medicare and can cost anywhere from $50,000 to over $100,000 per year, depending on the level of care needed. Without preparation, families may face overwhelming financial and emotional strain. This is where long-term care insurance comes in, covering expenses that could otherwise drain savings or force difficult choices. Financially smart retirees, especially those with significant assets, plan for this what-if scenario in advance, recognizing that long-term care is not a luxury, but a likely reality for many. Life insurance also continues to play a crucial role in retirement planning. While some people think of it only as something younger families need, it provides important protection even later in life. Retirees with dependents, outstanding debts, or estate planning goals can use life insurance to ensure that loved ones are financially secure after they are gone. It helps cover funeral expenses, pay off debts, or even manage estate taxes, which can otherwise diminish the wealth left behind. Many retirees also see life insurance as a tool for wealth transfer, a way to pass on assets efficiently and tax-effectively to children, grandchildren, or even charitable causes. In this sense, life insurance is not just about protection, but about creating a meaningful legacy. Many people make the mistake of viewing insurance purely as another monthly bill, but financially smart retirees understand it differently. As a form of wealth preservation. By paying a manageable premium, they are essentially buying peace of mind and financial stability. Insurance ensures that, in times of crisis, they do not need to liquidate investments, sell assets, or drain savings. Instead, their lifestyle and wealth remain intact. Imagine, for instance, a retiree who has worked diligently for 40 years and saved $600,000 for retirement. If that person were to develop Alzheimer's and require full-time nursing care, costing $90,000 annually, their savings could disappear in less than 7 years, leaving nothing for their spouse or family. But with a proper insurance plan in place, those costs would be covered, and the retirement funds would remain untouched, ensuring both financial security and dignity. Number 6. Don't go it alone. Seek professional help. When it comes to retirement, the truth is simple. It's too big, too complex, and too important to do by yourself. Many people believe they can manage retirement planning on their own, maybe by reading a few articles online, watching some videos, or using calculators. While self-education is valuable, it rarely provides the depth, expertise, and personalized strategy that a professional financial advisor can offer. Smart retirees know that seeking help is not a weakness. It's a power move that protects their wealth and secures their future. Retirement planning isn't just about stashing money into a 401k and hoping it grows. It's a web of interconnected decisions that can shape your financial future. Questions like when to claim Social Security benefits to maximize payouts, how to withdraw funds from retirement accounts in the most tax-efficient way, whether to pay off your mortgage before retiring or invest that money instead, and how to balance between growth investments like stocks and safer options like bonds, are all part of the puzzle. These choices aren't one-size-fits-all. A financial advisor looks at your unique situation, your age, health, family obligations, lifestyle goals, and debts, and tailors a strategy that fits you, instead of relying on generic advice. The stakes are high because the wrong move in retirement planning can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Withdrawing too much too soon, for example, could drain your savings long before you expect. Overlooking tax implications might leave you paying far more than necessary, while investing too conservatively could mean your money fails to keep pace with inflation. Even worse, failing to prepare for healthcare or long-term care costs could lead to financial disaster at a time when stability matters most. This is where a financial advisor's experience becomes invaluable. They've seen these mistakes play out in the lives of other clients and can help you avoid falling into the same traps. A truly smart retirement plan isn't just about investments, it's about creating a holistic life strategy. A financial advisor can help align your portfolio with your income needs, while also planning for healthcare, insurance, and estate considerations. They ensure your money is structured to last for decades, not just a few years. More importantly, they help you adapt the plan when life changes. Whether it's a market downturn, a family emergency, or even an unexpected opportunity you want to seize. Think of it less as building a financial roadmap and more as designing a blueprint for long-term security, flexibility, and the lifestyle you want in retirement. Perhaps the easiest way to think about the role of a financial advisor is through the analogy of a coach. Even the best athletes in the world have coaches, not because they don't know how to play, but because a coach provides perspective, accountability, and strategies that help them win. Retirement works the same way. You might know how to save and invest, but an advisor helps you see the bigger picture, stay disciplined, and maximize your performance in the final stage of your financial journey. Consider two retirees, each starting with the same $500,000 in savings. The first decides to go it alone, withdrawing funds without a tax strategy and accidentally pushing themselves into a higher tax bracket. Over time, they lose thousands to unnecessary taxes and see their money disappear faster than expected. The second retiree, however, works with a financial advisor who structures withdrawals smartly, combining Social Security timing, tax-advantaged accounts, and reinvestments to stretch those savings much further. In the end, both started in the same place, but one retires with more financial freedom and peace of mind simply because they had the right guide by their side. Number 7. Create a withdrawal strategy. Saving for retirement is only half the journey. The real challenge begins when you stop earning a paycheck and need to turn your nest egg into a reliable income stream. This is where a withdrawal strategy comes in. A carefully designed plan that determines how much money you take out, when you take it, and from which accounts. Done correctly, it ensures you have enough to live comfortably, minimize taxes, and make your savings last for decades. Retirement planning is more than just saving money. It's about making complex decisions that affect your long-term security. From choosing the right time to claim Social Security to deciding how to balance investments and whether to pay off a mortgage, these choices are deeply personal. A financial advisor helps tailor strategies to fit your unique situation instead of relying on generic advice. Mistakes in retirement planning can be costly. Withdrawing too much too quickly, overlooking tax implications, or failing to account for healthcare expenses could drain your savings faster than expected. An advisor's expertise helps you avoid these pitfalls by anticipating risks you might not see on your own. A strong retirement plan goes beyond investments. It weaves together healthcare, insurance, estate planning, and income needs into one cohesive strategy. Ensure your money not only lasts but also adjusts as life changes, protecting both your lifestyle and long-term stability. These are the critical insights financially savvy individuals grasp, and they make all the difference at retirement. While others may approach retirement with uncertainty, the financially street-smart arrive prepared, having made intentional choices that compound over time. They don't just save, they grow, protect, and strategically position their wealth to support the life they envision. Now that you've seen the strategies that set them apart, it's time to start putting them into action. So, here's the bottom line. Retirement isn't about luck, it's about strategy. Start early, let compounding work, use employer matches, build passive income, invest smart, protect yourself with insurance, get a coach, and withdraw wisely. Do this, and you won't just retire, you'll retire rich, secure, and free. Now tell me in the comments, Which of these 7 strategies are you already doing, and which one do you need to start today? And of course, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs retirement planning made simple. See you in the next one.